I'm flipping through X, I see so much negative stuff that my mind goes for a flip. Yeah.
Only when the American Allied soldiers, when they found these places, they saw that, oh my God, this atrocity is happening. This horrific, nightmarish atrocity is happening.
I don't know if I should say it on the podcast.
No, you can
Like it
say
could
it
be
in a
termed
nice way.
offensive. It could be termed offensive.
Hi, I'm Bhushan Tripathi.
Hi, I'm Nushada Balsara.
Hey, I'm Nemo Chakraborty.
And
This is the Three Amigos podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the Three Desi Amigos podcast. This is me, Mimo, alongside Nushazar and Bhushan. Welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode. Today, we are going to be talking about social media. Yes, the juggernaut of today's generation of the digital age, social media. But before we go any further, please welcome my dear brothers in arms, Nushazar and Bhushan. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello guys.
good to be back.
Feels very lonely today.
Yes, of course. In our previous episode, we had two wonderful and special guests. My wife, Madalsa Sharma, and my youngest brother, Namoshi Chakravarti. My younger brother, Remo, and my sister, Dishi, they are in LA. So hopefully one day they'll also come as guests in the podcast. But how did you guys feel having guests in the podcast? Bhushan and
It
Nushazar?
was, it, it was a good day, See,
Loved
it's
it.
anyways,
Totally
it's
loved
easy
it.
with Bhushan and I.
Correct.
It's even easier with them.
Yeah.
No. What do you mean it's easier with them?
Roasting.
It's difficult with you indirectly.
Thanks. That's so nice to
No,
hear.
that's not what I said. That's what Nushazar means to say. Okay.
Oh, he
just
means
laying-
to say that.
Yeah,
You just put
yeah,
words in his thoughts.
I'm just putting
Words
it
in my
out there,
mouth.
नहीं थॉट्स पे तेरे जो तू सोच रहा था ना उस पे उसने जबान दे दी उनको. That's what he's trying to say.
He gave like an addendum to it. Where I said it is easy to roast, he said it is also difficult with you.
Basically the same thing. Okay, why am I here? Why am I alive? Why do I exist? I get it. That's all.
ऐसे
We are
थोड़ी
only
बोल
saying
रहा
we
था.
love you. Exactly.
No, I love you too. No? I love you all too. They're your friends. Okay.
Continue.
Anyways, so we had a great episode with special guests. Please mention in the comments, would you like us to bring more special guests to the podcast? We would definitely do that for you. And again, thank you once again for the immense love you're giving to our podcast, on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and of course on YouTube. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for motivating us to come back every week with exciting and fun filled episodes. In fact, yesterday when I was live on Twitch, that's a plugin. So one of my friends, he came online and he said, okay, I'm in love with with the Three Desi Amigos podcast. And he was saying that so much of info you guys keep giving me and, which I have not heard from outside of my realm, from outside his box. So for me, it was very soothing to hear that we are making a difference in the world in our own fun way. We are entertaining everyone and giving them info. So thank you. That really means a lot to us. Thank you. So yes, before we begin the topic on social media, as you know, we have this very famous game called the T-shirt game. So of course, Nushazar, let me guess. Let me have a very very wild, difficult guess as to what it is that you are wearing. Okay, just give me one choice. Give me one chance.
One choice.
One chance. Let me think. It's the same old grey T-shirt you have been wearing since we have gone video.
Oh, how could you guess that? How did you ever guess?
I'm a genius, bro.
Genius.
I'm like, I saw you now, and I just knew that it's going to be that one because it is that one every time. I knew it. Am I right?
Completely.
Thank you. And Bhushan, you are wearing something very unique. Please tell the viewers what is that.
So I am today wearing the Ivan Drago, my favorite. This
Okay.
is Drago versus Balboa,
Okay.
December 25th. So this is from Rocky 4. And it's got the signatures.
Yeah.
Sylvester
That's what I'm
Stallone
saying.
and
That's amazing.
Dolph
Yeah. So
Lundgren.
this is like a collector's item, correct?
Yes, it is. It is
Superb.
very
Are
rare to
those
find. And
signatures printed or did you get them
no,
signed?
these are printed. Yeah.
So like
So
the like having like see, of course, there are many Rocky t-shirts out there, but to have the Rocky versus Drago t-shirt and signed by the actors,
Signed
I
is
think
insane.
that's like the perfect collector's t-shirt right there.
yeah.
Super, super. And did you guys notice what I'm doing with my fashion today? See?
Yes, you're wearing
Uh,
the scary movie T-shirt.
no,
And
don't you dare say that you're my brother, but हो जाएगी लड़ाई. This is the ghost face from
From Scary
Scream.
Movie.
It's it's the ghost face killer from the Scream franchise movies. Okay. I have
Inspired by Scary Movie 1.
I agree.
no. We'll go into a different topic. We're talking about social media. This
Social
will go
media.
upon people who believe Scary Movie came first and Scream came first. Go into IMDb, go to Rotten Tomatoes, you'll see which movie came first. Okay. Basically, what
Scary
I'm doing,
movie.
what I'm trying to say is that I've merged both of
Scary
you and
movie
become one.
and Scream. Oh, okay.
नहीं बट देखो ना, डोंट पुश, दोस्ती खराब हो जाएगी दोस्त. स्क्रीम का देखा, I'm also saying scary movie now. नहीं बोलने का.
But I love your cap. It stands
Hmm.
out.
No, this is the red socks, by the way. Okay, this is an
Oh,
O
okay.
here. This is not anything else. So
Why does it
you
look
should.
like E, not
Oh
O?
no, please. This is the Boston Red Sox. It's a
And
baseball this thing team. Baseball, no, Nushazar, I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a baseball team, the Boston Red Sox. So this is SOX. So this is that.
it
And
looks
if you
like E.
see, the
So
reason I'm wearing red with gray and black is because Nushazar only wears gray. And today Bhushan has worn black and a little bit of red with the Drago. So see, I to come like this. I did not even see them before coming online. I just knew कि ऐसा कुछ होगा. And see, I came like this prepared.
It's not like you changed clothes in front of us for 20 minutes.
And God awfully not, I will never do that. Because you and me both will be scarred for life. Me removing my clothes and you actually seeing what's underneath. So yeah, I'm doing you guys a favor. So nahi, you know, you'll be looking at all those muscles and you'll be like, ऐसे हो जाओगे. So yeah, you know how
Lead
Nushazar was at his prime, which he will again go back to. I know,
I
which
have
Bhushan
someday.
tears.
is now. क्या?
I have tears. You're so
खुशी के
kind
मारे
to
ना.
us. Ah, you're so kind to us, man.
I have tears for different reasons.
As long as दोनों रो रहे हैं ना खुशी के मारे, I'm happy.
ये
Because
खुशी के
see,
मारे नहीं, वो eye is leaking only afternoon से.
अच्छा no, what happened to your eye?
अरे something went into it and then I
No,
overly rubbed it.
what is this? ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम? What
I
are you
know.
वो तो
indicating?
वो कर रहे हैं.
Well, got
No, no. What
punched
did you
in
get
the
into a
edge.
fight or something? Are you fine?
नहीं, no fight. Something went into my eye. I rubbed it too much, so it's red, and it's been leaking since the afternoon.
Oh no, I
So,
want to say something. In Hollywood movies, whenever somebody like the son will come with a black eye, and then the mother will ask what happened, and then the son says you should see the other guy. So I'm trying to say I'm going to put that on you. You should tell me. Mimo, you should see the other guy. Ha. Say,
You
bolo.
should see the other guy.
Superb. See, I just made you perform, bro.
Thank you.
Bam.
Very deadpan Kevin Spacey type delivery.
Yours, no? I know.
Hmm.
Your pitch is like this only. जो खुश हो तुम दुखी हो एक ही pitch है तुम्हारा. Which is fine. It's a good thing. It's a good to have some monotony in life.
Hmm.
As
By my vocal range is like my shirt only.
gray. है ना? Flat.
Flat.
ग्रे आधे में अटक गया है ना ब्लैक है ना व्हाइट है आधे में अटक गया है वो.
social media.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got carried away by my love and protection for my two brothers because I have to lead. So that way. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, coming back to the conversation. Today we're talking about the most important factor in the digital generation that we have, and that is social media. Of course, it'll be very hypocritical for me to say that social media is very bad for us because technically we are coming to you via social media, whether it's
Yep.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, like you name every app in the world, every social connecting site, everything is social networking
Social
today.
media.
Exactly. But of course, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of social media. Not everything is perfect. So before we begin, what is your take on social media? Bhushan and Nushazar, please go ahead.
It's become too big. It's
In like
become
what?
so it's like collapsing under its own weight at this point.
No, like in what context?
So like let's say, like, I know Google isn't a social media, it's not,
No,
Google
Google is a
isn't
search
social
engine.
media, but using that as an example, ठीक है, like
Okay.
Google is run on ads, ठीक है, all their money comes from ads. It's gotten to a point where now the ads are encroaching on actual and proper searches. Like you will have, if you search for a chair, for example, you will only get sponsored chairs. You will not get a chair you're looking for. You will get
Hmm.
only
True.
sponsored chair.
Hmm.
ठीक है? So they have, उनका integrity खराब हो रहा है in the pursuit of money,
Right.
and that sort of thing is happening on all social media platforms as well, where वहाँ पे भी also ads are running rampant. Like X पे तो खराब ही है, Instagram तो every second reel is a bloody sponsored ad.
True, true.
True.
ठीक है? Everyone is just going after sponsorships and ads and just trying to, make money on it, and it's become so big that it's now collapsing under its own weight. कि ads की बिना अभी you cannot like run it only.
Correct. Like it's getting it's like the universe is, there's a theory, right, that the universe is going into a big crunch. So the more it expanded, the more it's going into its own crunch. Maybe that's like the analogy.
Yeah, it's like it's crumbling in its own weight. It's becoming so big that it will fail someday.
It will swallow
Eh,
itself, basically,
Yeah,
is what I'm, yeah. Correct,
horrible.
correct. What about you, Bhushan? What are your insights on social media?
I think, we all think that social media is free, but unfortunately, it is not. It has the most important thing, that a human being can have,
That
you
is
know, focus and attention. So it
very
has
true.
so we pay our focus and attention to be on social media. And
True.
the thing is, it is very addictive. See, I'm a very frequent on X and Instagram. So on X, if you're looking for a certain topic, you will see all the threads, and it's just never ending. Okay, I for once I've seen a trend that X uh, makes me more negative. If I'm flipping through X, I see so much negative stuff that my mind goes for a flip. कि अरे यार दुनिया में तो इतनी बुरी
Doom
बुरी
scrolling,
चीजें हो
it's
रही
called.
हैं कि मतलब
Doom
दुनिया
scrolling.
Doom
खत्म ही
scrolling.
होने वाली है अभी. Okay, literally.
And it's
And
it's an infinite scroll, na? So you can just keep
हाँ,
going and going. It's an abyss which you keep falling into. Yeah.
absolutely. And then I open up Facebook and I see some random post from some reel, something coming from somewhere. Okay, then I open up Instagram. Instagram, is so I read a meme which said that Instagram is for people who cannot read. So it's all images and videos and reels.
True.
So for people who can read, it
It's
is
X.
X. So people who cannot read, it's Instagram. Or people who cannot do both, then it's Facebook.
Good one. Good one. I like that.
So that is how it is. But the fact is that whatever is said and done, it really hooks you up. Okay, and then you can't get away. Your mind constantly tells you what next. Okay, what next. All right, and it's a habit. It's natural. It happens to us. It happens to me all the time. But the fact is that how much of time and attention we are giving to social media, I think that if we are able to keep in check, it will be like a controlled exposure. But the thing is, you lose track of time. Most of the times I've seen when I'm flipping through, it's like 30, 40, 45 minutes. Where it is gone, I have no idea.
And
अभी अभी
and
अभी तो I
what
got
do you say?
home. Most it's time to sleep.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
And speaking of, you were saying na, that infinite scroll and it's been 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
Usually our highest scrolling happens in the bathroom. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Completely.
So it's like I saw this very funny meme, again, social media meme. I saw it on YouTube. It's like, when you forget your phone outside of the bathroom, like मैं भूल गया बाहर. So वो जो होता है ना टिश्यू रोल, उसका एक ओरिगामी बना के एक आदमी ने रख दिया. हम like क्या करेंगे भाई? तो
Right.
like how am I supposed to kill my time now? It's because that's what you guys said, na, that it is so addictive. Now see, everybody has their own point of view of social media. Everybody has, and everything in life has its pros and cons. Like, see, I was just having a sip of water. अभी यही पानी अगर मैं 10 लीटर पी लूं, so it's going to be harmful for my body. Correct. Same thing goes to social media. like what Bhushan said, it's all about control. Like
Right.
now we are literally on the biggest social media platform there is, which is YouTube. I think 2-3 दिन पहले ही आया था कि which are the most used websites in the world. I don't consider YouTube as social because it's more about videos and everything, but still YouTube is the juggernaut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that I know that if we allow ourselves to get drowned into that abyss, then definitely we're going into it. Nobody can save us. But if we have that control, if we have that sense, कि देखो भाई, that's why it's seen iPhones also, Bhushan.
Yep.
iPhones, Apple,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, not Samsung. ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको. Nushaza can relate. इसमें वो होते हैं ना, Nushaza, what are those things? Screen time. Yeah, screen time.
You have the limiters.
Yes. So now Apple has
Samsung
that.
में भी है.
Apple ने शुरू किया था. So the point is,
But
so
yeah,
that
it's right.
no, the point is that we have screen times now because people are getting so addicted to these things that you need to remind yourself कि अरे भाई आधा घंटा हो गया या फिर 1 घंटा हो गया, whatever, you know. So again, everything has a pro and con. Now, if you ask me what the pros are of social media, I think the world has become more connected, more aware of what's happening. Now, before we started recording the podcast, we were talking about what's unfortunately what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, about Ukraine getting American missiles and then Russia throwing another missile and whatnot. See, how do we have this information today? It's because of social media. It's
True.
like a missile fires somewhere in the world, within a second we'll get the alert on the
It's
phone.
Correct.
faster than the news.
Exactly. Imagine the news
Yeah.
also, it's
Yeah.
come on social media. Like I read CNN only through the app. I have never switched on the television. Like I go to my mom's room, mom will always have BBC or CNN on,
Hmm.
or whenever she doesn't watch her shows. So she has the news on. For me, it's only the app. Like I get like these 5 things in a day. I subscribe for the
Screenshots.
newsletter and whatnot. It's become so much easier and it's
Hmm.
become so much aware. That's the pro, which is amazing. The world has become smaller, more connected. You and me and Nushazar can watch another podcast in New Zealand right now because of YouTube. That's what
True.
the world is. But वही cons वही है. If you allow it, you become a slave. That.
Hmm.
Speaking of social medias, this came into my mind when Bhushan and Nushaza said about X. Which is a better word, X or Twitter? Say that.
I still call it Twitter only. Like when I'm talking to friends, I will still say Twitter.
Okay.
ठीक है, but यहाँ पे I had to consciously call it X since we're talking on the podcast
No. Why consciously call it X?
because
If
I'm
you're
so used to calling it Twitter only.
no, because
Like
see,
it's the same app.
99% of the world still calls it Twitter.
Huh. I
I
don't
don't
know why
even
he
know
changed it,
exactly. I was coming to that. Why would
but
you
I think it's
change?
because of SpaceX or whatever. He's going on some brand thingy, na? Making everything seem thoda same.
He's literally the richest guy in the world. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
And
True.
no one cares. People still call it Twitter.
Exactly.
He also must be calling it Twitter
Calling
more
it
than he
Twitter.
calls it X.
I like that. He himself calls it Twitter. सिर्फ लिखा है X. Super. What about you, Bhushan? Which one is better, Twitter or X?
I think X is better
क्यों? Why?
only by the virtue of Elon Musk.
No, like the name I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the
I'm
name
a
he's saying.
Musk.
Which name is better?
I'm a Musk fan, so it's X. I always call it X.
Chalo, very good. And social medias, which is your most favorite social media platform? And second part of the question, which one are you lost in the most? Not used,
Does YouTube count?
lost in the most. Huh?
Does YouTube count?
But that's what I'm saying. Now, YouTube is not social. Like, even for me, maximum I use is YouTube throughout the day. I'll watch videos whenever I get time.
Hmm.
So, but that's not social media, right? Social media is
Yeah.
about being social with people. So in the comment section you can write, but that you're not conversing with anyone. You're not talking to anyone.
Mine would be equal between Instagram and X.
Okay. Like which one do you prefer though? Like given a choice.
X.
X.
Because
what are
Insta is too.
I know.
You go into that, like if you click on the Reels tab, na, it's brain rot straight up.
Yeah.
कुछ भी आता है उसमें.
True.
But X पे I can थोड़ा focus on what I want to see. Like मैं search में डालता हूँ चीजें which I'm interested in and stuff, and then I get like different inputs and on that.
Chalo, fair enough. So you will choose X over Instagram.
हाँ.
Correct. Bhushan, you?
Also
I
because
would.
X is
Yeah.
less,
Sorry.
it's less policed. There's a lot more
So
freedom of speech uspe. So like, I feel Instagram is a more curated place where everyone has to be all safe and shiny and cannot say anything bad. But
okay.
on X, it's not like that. X pe, you will see racism, you will see everything happening under the sun, good things and bad, theek hai?
No,
But that is the
just
representation of the world that you should get.
Acha, you mean to say the raw representation of the world,
Ha.
the
It
way
is
the
less
world is.
policed.
Okay.
It is way less policed.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hmm. That is
And Bhushan, you?
I prefer Instagram better, to
Okay.
X, because whenever I'm scrolling through X, some switch goes off, because there's 5-10 minutes on X, and I'm like, oh man, this is the end of the world. Okay, where is humanity going? इंसानियत खत्म हो गई है दुनिया में. मतलब, am I next? ऐसा वो feeling आ जाती है. So, but Instagram, it is much lighter. You are engaged. You are seeing several stuff: wrestling, boxing, celebrities, things like that. But the fact is, it is on the lighter side. But I feel that,
Correct.
but then for some reason, X completely puts me off. But I still go to check the news. I still see the latest updates as to what's happening with regards to Ukraine, what's happening with regards to Trump administration, all of that from X. Okay,
True.
because I see the quality information from an information standpoint that's coming on X.
Yeah,
All
see,
right.
like that's what Nushaza said, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
pro. Like
Yeah.
you get instant information. Trump sits there, does a tweet, or I don't know what is it still called a tweet? I don't know what's it called.
post.
Post, yeah. Post something on X and immediately you get the alert on your phone.
Yeah.
So that is how social media has brought the world together, which is freaking amazing. Like the digital age is killing it when it comes to knowingness
Connectivity.
of the world. Yes,
True.
like now,
True.
see, when we talk about World War II. Now, I'm sorry I'm bringing up such an horrific event again, but about the concentration camps, back then. So there were no satellites back then, right? Like we couldn't
Right.
see what is happening in the ground. Only when the American Allied soldiers, when they found these places, they saw that, oh my God, this atrocity is happening. This horrific, nightmarish atrocity is happening. Today's times, you can't do all that, because everything is monitored, everything is taken care of, everything is looked after. Like even with this Ukraine and Russian war, like they can keep giving each other threats as much as they want, but they can't act on it. I hope they don't, because there's so much of, as Nushaza said, so much of policing going on. Even though nobody's actively involved, everybody knows what is going on, you know
True.
so that happens
And
because of the digital age and social media. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, did you
be
but
say?
for
but just
example that
just to add,
Ah,
go
no,
ahead,
no,
go ahead.
say, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So just to add, because today also everybody has a smartphone, and every smartphone has a camera. So you click a picture, you make a video, something's going on, you put it up, it instantly goes viral. Okay, so those times where nothing was seen, nothing was visible, everything was evidence based. Now there's instant evidence of some going on.
True,
So that's
true.
how it is. I think that also moderates sort of people's behavior. Okay, in public they might still
Yes.
do it in person, but public moderation of behavior has definitely happened, because the idea is that everybody's so conscious that some nuisance going on, even if they cannot act, they will take a video and put it on social media. So it that way social media is extremely helpful, but then again, to what extent?
Exactly. What you
I
were saying,
mean,
Nushaza? Sorry.
I was saying something along those lines only, but like I don't know if I should say it on the podcast.
No, you can
Like
like
it
say
could
it
be
in a
termed
nice way.
offensive. It could be termed offensive, but like
Like you do
you
know,
spoke
right? We
about
picked you
Esa.
because you are offensive.
Are
I mean,
okay, so you spoke about. I'll be very frank. Okay, you spoke about concentration camps and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
now on Instagram, if you said something like the concentration camps didn't exist, it's banned. You will never see. You will never be on a Meta platform again. Okay,
Correct.
IP ban you. See that. You
Correct.
can say it on X, and you can debate about it on X. Okay, which is why I prefer it. Like I said, it's less. You can have a conversation about uncomfortable topics, and like how
Fair enough.
Bhushan said, ठीक है कि वहाँ पे वो doom scrolling जैसा हो जाता है and stuff. ठीक है, and on Instagram it's much lighter because it's curated to be that way. They don't
That is
want
the
anything
theme of the
negative
app.
to be.
Yeah.
They don't want to be showing anything negative and stuff on it because obviously children and all use it.
Correct.
But X पे it's more, you get to see and get to talk about things that make other people uncomfortable. Twitter was not like that. X is. Twitter would ban you straight.
Yeah, I
Correct.
agree.
And
Twitter though banned Trump also, imagine.
yeah,
So
Back in the
yeah,
day, yes.
who are we?
yeah. So
Correct,
the
correct.
way my point is ki when you said the thing about concentration camps and stuff, today if something like that happened, no, you would have evidence ki yes, they existed or didn't exist.
True.
But as I always say, I have said it to you personally also, history is written by the victor. We cannot truly know what has happened.
Correct.
Okay? But
Correct.
True.
keeping that debate alive is the reason it will not happen again. If you hide it, okay, saying ki, oh, there was like concentration camps existed, or like if you hide it and make people believe something, no,
Hmm.
things are bound. If you hide things or like you censor quotes that are said by people who people don't like Hitler or something, no, you are bound to repeat those things again. People need to know that the world has done these atrocities so they don't repeat.
Agreed. Agreed.
Hmm. Right.
Okay.
Speaking of X and what Bhushan said, I want to first tell Shazar, with X now, it's become like how you said, no, like it's more, there is less policing in X.
Hmm.
Forget X, even in Twitter. Remember, like, who's that very famous comedian? Rock ka jo dost hai, Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Kevin
Kevin
Hart.
Hart.
So he
Hmm.
was supposed to host the Oscars. कुछ 10 साल पहले पुराना उसका कोई रेसिस्ट ट्वीट निकला, उसको बैन कर
Cancel
दिया.
culture is the worst thing.
So, and that is also because of social media, this
It
cancel
is
culture.
the worst thing in the
Imagine
world.
कि यार,
You, see, I am a 15-year-old kid. ठीक
no,
है?
you're not. You're not. You're not.
No, hypothetical.
हाँ, भाई
Hypothetically.
प्लीज बोलते भाई कैमरा में
My bad,
hypothetical.
my bad.
हाँ,
I am a
there are
15-year-old.
the,
ठीक है?
हाँ,
I say some shit on social media. I forget about it.
correct.
ठीक है? If you go see my previous Facebook post, it's embarrassing. But I forget now what I've put. Now, again, hypothetically, I grow up and I become a philanthropist. ठीक है? Someone will be like, अरे इसने तो ये बोला था 10 साल पहले.
Correct.
Everything good he's done is now irrelevant. This is not.
True.
And people go along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some one person says it, everyone is like, oh, this guy is bad. Really?
Because the thing is, as a human being, forget about the audience, forget about a spectator. हम लोग का, what did Optimus Prime said in the fourth Transformers part? He said that human beings are such weird creatures. You have the hunger and the lust to destroy each other, but you also have the capacity to love each other. You choose to see each other's destruction, like how you said. What is cancel culture? Cancel culture is simply trolling in a massive way. कि यार ठीक है, इसका कुछ खराब निकला, इसको डिस्ट्रॉय करते अच्छा लगेगा.
It is not trolling. It
It is something
ruins
more.
people. It ruins people.
I know. Basically, you're cancelled for life. Imagine.
Yeah. Now see, I don't know if you know about this guy called EDP445. Okay.
No.
He used to be a semi-famous YouTuber.
Okay.
He got caught meeting a 13-year-old. It was a sting operation.
Okay.
Okay. Getting cancelled for that, I understand.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because that is just he's a very weird person.
Pedophile. Yeah, of course.
He's a very weird person right now. Okay. But now, like I said, if you were a kid and you said something and you didn't know any better, but then you've grown up over 20 years.
You've grown out of it. Yeah.
Okay, you've grown out of it. You've just grown as a person for 20 years and you're not that same guy anymore. Okay.
Still you are cancelled.
Still you get cancelled.
That is the con of social media. That I must add.
But I will also expand what Nushazar is saying.
Mhm.
Even in corporate world now, whenever I'm from an HR background. So what we do is when we do background screening, okay. So whenever we're hiring somebody, we do background screening. So social media was never, in that checklist.
criteria.
Okay.
In that criteria, yeah.
But now, when we do a background reference check, we also do a due diligence on the social media as to what are the person's attitude, what is the approach, from a communism standpoint, from religion standpoint. There's several checks, and even if that doesn't check right, we take a call that no, we won't go for the offer, we'll find somebody else.
True.
So that is how important it has become now. So the idea is that You might make a comment, you might do something, you might put like an image, you might put up something out there. The thing is, everything can be traced, you know. So you leave a social media footprint which can at some point in time come and bite you. Like you said, cancel culture. I think that's
Exactly.
also happening in the corporate world. You know, you might have an individual opinion, but the fact is, if you are associated with a certain brand or a certain company, it gives a reflection of the brand and the company. You know, while people look at you on social media,
The
that okay,
representation. Yeah, yeah.
you are representing somebody, and
True.
they wouldn't want somebody, you know, with extreme opinions, you know, to be
Agree.
representing them.
Of course, see, because
So
as you mentioned now, both of you, but on a lighter note, I do want to say this. You know, when Bhushan said that, it gets too complex for him, like on X and everything, Bhushan, just think of me, you will be fine. Because I am
I
your
do
savior.
I do that all the time. By
Just see my beautiful face and you'll forget all the worries.
if
Even
you
Nushaza,
see if you see my message out of the blue, understand that I've done doom scrolling.
done. Just think of me because as Nushaza mentioned in every episode, I am your savior. So I will be there to save you.
You will lead us.
Lead,
I will
Lead.
lead. Huh. With the noir.
smash.
With the noir. Huh. No, that Nushaza's is lead. For Bhushan, it's smash. For me, it's noir. So that's like
Noir.
our thing. Yeah. No, yeah. So, but coming back to what Bhushan said. See, the thing is, before I go into my next question about social media, देखो इसका pro क्या है ना? See, there's like if we sit here, we'll be debating for hours what is good and bad about social media. But देखो
Correct.
ना, what has happened is that it has made internet stars. There are so many
Correct.
people who make billions of dollars because of social media, which is great. Everybody should get the piece of cake, which is life. Why not? Everybody should dream big, and they should get it. Now, by reels, somebody makes money. By posts, somebody makes money. By making, YouTube content, somebody makes money. Why not? That's the
TikTok.
pro. But TikTok, which is banned in India again.
Yeah.
But no, but see what the cons are. The cons are if you don't get that many likes, you get depressed. So many people, I'm very, very, very shameful to say this, but so many young boys and girls commit suicide because they don't get that appreciation. I like as we started this episode, social media should not construct you. You should construct social media. You
Exactly.
should say कि भाई तेरा सिर्फ इतना ही हक है मेरे पे. Like for example, I'll tell you, when it comes to our podcast, of course I have to publicize it. Of course, people should know that we have a podcast. And
Yeah.
this viewership you're getting is because of the reach we're putting the podcast on. But उतना ही
Correct.
है. Like whenever I wake up in the morning, through Riverside, I make those clips. I have those clips ready. Only once a day for half an hour, I'll time myself. I'll go to all the platforms where I am. I'll just post it, copy the message, and I'll just send it. And then I won't open the app. I won't even check how many views we have on YouTube. Because I'm like,
Right.
अगर मैं उसमें अटक गया ना, तो फिर मैं गया. There was a time 10 years ago when I was on every social media platform. एक बार
Correct.
मन आया कि नहीं detox करो निकल गया. Now whatever I do it with control. Like I schedule everything and I leave it. Even for my Instagram, if I like now see now talking about Instagram, like how Bhushan said, okay, they check the social media platforms as to what views they have, political, religious, what are their thinkings, whether they're violent or not, falana falana. For us also, people don't ask for photos, they ask for your Instagram handle. As an
Yeah.
actor, I'm telling you,
Yeah. Yeah.
कि यार आप हमें आपका इंस्टा प्रोफाइल भेज दो, because then they'll see the photos, they will see the followers. Bro, you won't believe it, आजकल की जो casting होती है, it depends upon how many followers you have.
This is
I
publicity, na?
Yeah.
free
Exactly.
publicity,
The
no
more
bro.
followers you have, the freer the publicity is.
नहीं,
It's like
but see, that is the problem. This is what people think. People think that this person has 10 million followers. We take this person and then they will go watch this movie. But Instagram पे उन लोग उसको फ्री में देखते हैं. आपकी पिक्चर 500 रुपए देके क्यों लेंगे? See, that is also there. That conundrum is
Yeah.
there. But again, that's a different topic for a different discussion. So I'm talking about the pros and cons. Coming to the next question, this is a little bit tricky to you guys. Which social media platform you would like to own and which you would like to delete from the face of the planet and why?
I would like to own YouTube.
Okay. Why? Both are the whys. Like both का आपको बोलना
So
पड़ेगा.
see,
हाँ.
the thing is, YouTube is also not in a good place right now because वहाँ पे भी they are censoring a lot of things and all, which
YouTube is
is
crazy with censoring. Yeah.
like dislikes नहीं दिख सकते तुम YouTube पे. Like, you know, if you have to see an informational piece, for example,
Mhm.
okay, there are many times where you can see the like to dislike ratio and understand if that is a good video to watch or not.
Correct.
That ratio is very important. Okay, that ratio you can't see anymore. You can only see likes. The
Correct.
only
They've
people who can
removed
see
the dislike
dislikes,
feature. Yeah.
only people who can see dislikes are the creators themselves.
Correct.
Okay, there are extensions to see dislikes, but even those are not completely accurate. But it's getting to a point where, you know, it's everything is becoming like this, you know, safe space type thing. And I feel YouTube is the richest platform. Okay,
Truly.
the wealth of knowledge and content, it's like Google in video form.
Google of video.
Exactly.
Yes.
Very
Okay,
true. Very true.
it's literally that only.
It's
And
literally that. It's literally that.
it's the wealth of knowledge on that, and then you are basically ruining it.
Exactly.
For what? To make people feel better. Like,
Safer. Safer is the way.
safe. But I would change things like that, you know, because the viewers are as important as the people making the
It's
video.
the viewers only who are as important. उनके बिना
ठीक
कौन
है?
देखेगा YouTube? अब बोलो।
Exactly. The entire
And
thing is run on them.
and imagine, YouTube started with that Justin Timberlake Janet Jackson fiasco in the Super Bowl. Imagine, I mean, I don't want to say what happened, but it happened because of that. So I, in a way, owe it to Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, in a way. So, yeah.
And
So yeah. And which one you would like to delete? Like from the face of the planet, it should not exist anymore.
that's very difficult. There are
So
multiple.
that's the question. No, that's the trick question.
That there are multiple.
No, but like you have to pick one. Then which one? Bhushan, if you're ready, you can start. Then he'll keep thinking. Oh, no,
There's
he's
one
ready.
called Blue Sky.
Blue Sky is this Republicans, no?
No.
Blue Sky, I
Dem.
read it somewhere. What is
It's
Blue
the
Sky?
Dems. Dems guy. It's
It's a
the one
Democrats
that
guy.
it's
Okay.
basically Twitter now. Like what Twitter used to be, it's that.
Okay. Yeah, because Democrats is red. Democrats is blue. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
Blue Sky.
Republicans are red.
I
Yeah.
I read, okay,
Hmm.
that there were 42,000 reports in an hour on that site. For what? CSAM.
What is CSAM? Oh, okay. Got it. Crazy. Bhushan, explain to Bhushan.
CSAM is like child pornography, basically.
Oh,
42,000 reports of child pornography in an hour on that
Sick.
platform.
Sick.
It is a
sick.
cesspool. It is a cesspool.
Blue
Even
Sky.
though it is even though it's highly regulated, now there are weirdos on it.
That is very weird.
It's horrible. I would delete that instantly.
Chalo, good. Bhushan,
That
what
is one
about
I
you?
would.
I know. Hearing about it is giving me creeps. Bhushan, what about you?
so for me, I think, I would want to own X because I think for the entire world, it is like the ultimate source of information.
Okay.
And it will also make a statement. I bought it from Elon Musk.
No, why not? Absolutely. And the one app you would delete?
I think Facebook.
Why?
It had its time. It's done and dusted.
Nobody talks about Facebook anymore. For some
It
reason.
should go. It should go.
Nobody
It's
talks
time.
about Facebook.
It's
Now everybody
like,
talks about Instagram. Huh?
you
Yeah.
take Tommy to the back of the barn, tell him to look there, and
वही बात है. It's
Yeah,
had its time.
you remember the conversation between Ric Flair and Triple H, right?
Which
when
one?
when the horse is old, you get the horse out,
True.
give it a tight hug, and then
You put him to rest. Yeah.
it's basically that.
Yeah,
so that's what needs to be done to Facebook.
Because see, Facebook started it all now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Orkut and everything else that was there, but Facebook was the juggernaut. He was the big daddy of them all. It started with the poke and then started
Yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah.
messages and then the likes. So, of course, back then, I'm talking about 15 years ago,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18 years ago, when Facebook was the thing. Like, I remember my sister, my cousin sister Queen, she was telling me when I was on Orkut back in the day, yeah, there's this new thing called Facebook. Try to come on that. And I was like, I saw the front page, I saw the first home page of Facebook, and I got too confused. I'm like, what is all this? I don't
क्या चीज़
understand.
ये?
Like there were so
Yeah.
many things on Facebook. Like Orkut was what? Just messaging. That's it.
Hmm.
So you had a picture, just go and message. But it was an open platform. There was like nothing personal about Orkut. That was there. But then Facebook became very personal. And then Facebook, as you said, back then it had its time. And I remember I was shooting for a film back in the day, and Instagram just came out that time. Okay. Just came out. So one of the people on the set said, there's this new app called Instagram. I'm like, yeah, I downloaded it. I took a picture of, like the ocean and the sea and I posted it. But I never thought what this was. But then look at it today. Kya hua? And
Yeah.
today, तो for everything they have an app. कितना
Right.
पानी पिया उसका ऐप है. सिर्फ हार्ट बीट का एक ऐप है आपके पास. उससे कनेक्ट टू योर फ्रेंड्स, सी देयर हार्ट बीट्स. देन सी कितना किसी ने कितना यूरिन निकाला है दिन में, कितना पादा है किसी ने, सब कुछ है अभी. फॉर एवरीथिंग देयर इज एन ऐप. एंड एन ऐप इज बेसिकली सोशल. You
Yeah.
connect with everyone. That is what an app is. It is not for
Right.
personal use. You can connect with everyone and see what they're doing.
अपना
Right.
Apple Health है ना,
हाँ,
that
Apple Health,
also
yeah.
family members you can see how if they've covered their rings and stuff, and if they've not, you
Exactly.
can datify them.
Everything.
there's
Like
no-
even on the Apple Watch now, you can compete with people you want to. Per week, you can just put a competition के देखो इतने calories का है, which is good, like you're doing health wise. But everything, even the watch you wear, even एक new rings भी आए ना, by the way, अभी आप लोगों ने
my
देखा
mom
होगा.
has my
Yeah.
mom has that
Yeah.
Gabbett का ring है.
Exactly. वो भी अभी social है. Because see, we live in that world where everything is connected. I get it. I absolutely freaking get it. But वही है. Do not let it control you, because then वही हो जाएगा the doomsday scroll and that infinite scroll. There's a research that you should not sit on the pot for more than 5 minutes, and people are so
10
addicted
minutes.
to that. 10 minutes, sorry.
Yeah.
People
10
are so
minutes, yes.
addicted to that because for them psychologically, that has become their pastime. कि मैं बैठूंगा, what your business you have done in the bathroom, but you're still sitting there for some reason because your mind is so glued. Now, if
Yeah.
you see videos, now if I go on YouTube, now अभी algorithm, now there's another conversation we can have. Algorithm.
Algorithms.
तुमने
Yes.
एक खाने के फोटो को लाइक किया, 10 फोटो
40
10 वीडियोस निकल गए उसके.
Correct.
And
Not
what
just
what
that. Not just that.
I know they're listening to us. I know.
अभी मैं कुछ बोलूंगा ना, like if I say the word PS5, I will start getting those ads on Insta.
I know.
Correct.
This is
Correct.
super
And
scary.
It is the worst thing in the world. ठीक
It
है?
is super scary. Super scary.
And I
Like,
have noticed this.
वो होता है. वो होता है.
I have noticed this. It's the
You-
worst thing.
You know what we should do? Since we're talking about these topics now, audience, viewers, please tell us in the comment section, should we do an episode on conspiracy theories? Because that is something I think we all can talk about. Because
It'll be funny.
sometimes, no, because it does scare me. कि यार हम लोग, मैं veganism की बात कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को 5 dishes आ जाएंगे YouTube पे आएंगे. Forget
Correct,
about
correct.
Google and sponsorship, not Amazon. YouTube पे आ जाएंगे ना. I didn't open YouTube. I did not search veganism.
I'll tell you the
कैसा?
scariest thing. One thing even scarier. I
Please,
do not
please.
give Instagram microphone access or camera access.
Oh,
And
okay.
they still hear it. And they still know.
It's a formality that they're asking.
It
They're
is-
being nice.
It is fake. That permission is fake, I feel. Like,
Yeah, they're being nice.
there's this movie called Control, Ananya Pandey का है.
हाँ.
Yeah.
ठीक है, उसमें she installs that AI, but then she gives a permission, and without her knowing, someone can connect through a backdoor into her PC and control it. It's
Correct.
that only. It's
Correct.
genuinely that.
अरे आज ही तो आया ना कि क्रोम यूजर्स बी वेयर. मैं देख के मैंने पूरा ये सब सेटअप क्रोम से निकाल के मैंने एज पे
I'm
डाल दिया.
using Chrome.
No, प्लीज. आज ही आया था कि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट इज गिविंग एन इशू टू ऑल क्रोम यूजर्स बिकॉज देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी, और व्हाट यू जस्ट सेड कि पीपल कैन टेक आउट योर इंफॉर्मेशन. तो वो भी तो कौन है ना भाई कि यार ना इमेजिन आवर बैंक्स, सबके एप्स हैं. Every second, the bank has millions of people protecting the bank's passwords because they have to keep refreshing I don't know what they do there. Like
Yeah.
this tech stuff, I don't know. But they have people who are fighting against the hackers because the hackers
Yeah.
are also constantly fighting. 24/7 ये लड़ाई चल रही है, imagine.
वो उनका since I work in one, I know that the
Exactly.
triggers that these people have, that the banks create, are insane.
Like triggers in what sense? If you give
Like-
us a brief idea.
हाँ,
what
so I'll
it-
say
हाँ.
ना, you are used to only spending $2,000. ठीक है? The moment you do something, like you might have wanted to buy a gift for your wife or something, ठीक है? You spend 20. Call आएगा, सीधा call आएगा तुमको. ये तुम था?
Oh,
Was this
okay.
you?
Yeah, was it you?
सीधा.
Yes, yes.
Correct.
सीधा.
Correct.
Like it'll not come for those regular transactions, only that one. And it's
True.
they have this system, it's a trigger, and then that person Sida calls you, and it's there is not a second's delay. Transaction doesn't go through key, it comes.
Scary.
It's
Hmm.
Very
superb.
scary.
It's
I know.
superb, but
Like
it's like so good.
it's good, and it's like a constant fight now between the good and evil. Okay,
Hmm.
you know that you're safe, but how safe are you? That is the
Right.
question. That is.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, this is actually a very interesting topic. We are nearly coming to an end to the episode. Although we would love to talk more, with you guys, but of course we have to keep it concise so that you guys also get entertained, because this is, a podcast for your engagement, not just debates. So yeah,
The whole idea of us keeping it below, like we try to keep it below 50 minutes, is this only. We don't want people to get addicted to their stuff as well. We just want
our point
Correct.
exactly.
50 minutes, de do it. That's it.
Arey
Or like
bhai,
watch it in small gaps.
now
Like,
tell me, true. Now tell
Hmm.
me something. Why do I keep thanking the audience to watch our podcast? Ab dekho, now just see logically.
they're
Now you
taking
may
time out,
lose.
na?
No. See, of course, I'm talking about time only. Now, see, what happens is we saw Joker, Folie Adieu, correct? We went and sat in the theater for 2 hours, correct? Now, on the
Wasted.
phone, on our phones, whenever a movie का कोई trailer आता है, we give it 10 to 20 seconds only. A
Correct.
trailer, not a movie, mind you.
Yeah.
Even a
Yeah.
trailer, we give it only 20 seconds for it to appeal us, please us, because of the infinity scroll. अभी reels क्या है? Why are not reels half an hour long? Why are they only 1 minute? उसको भी क्यों concise किया? Because अभी हम लोग का concentration सिर्फ seconds का हो गया.
Correct.
We need that dopamine
That
factor, ना? क्या
that
बोल रहे हो?
brings me to a very interesting thing, where YouTube used to be a thing for me, where if I wanted to watch YouTube, now I needed to make time for it. Okay? So I would like take 2 hours out and I'd watch it. Okay? The problem with things like reels is I get off my bed to go to the kitchen, reel.
Correct.
I'm walking out of my house to get to my car, reel.
Real. True.
Like it's that short form content is the reason you can just see it anytime. No, so your mind is like, "Hi, ek do dekh lenge." That ek do becomes
Hmm.
100.
True.
Correct.
एंड वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना कि बिकॉज अभी कंसंट्रेशन इतना कम हो गया है आप ना सी देयर सम वेरी फ्यू टैलेंटेड पीपल आउट देयर हु कैन रियली मेक यू लाफ और क्राई और entrap you in their world within 60 seconds, which is great. That's entertainment. But उसका downside क्या है? आपका concentration सिर्फ 20 seconds का है. So imagine for us, why do I keep thanking the audience, which I'm coming back to, is because we are giving them long form content. We are giving them a full episode of 45-50 minutes जो बैठ के वो देख रहे हैं आज के जमाने में, जो आप 20 seconds भी नहीं दोगे एक ट्रेलर को. So that is why I'm thanking them, because
Absolute.
we are in a very what do you call small boat in a freaking big ocean. मैं उसके लिए बोल रहा था.
The
हाँ, what do you say?
attention spans are so short now कि, for example, if someone's doing a commentary, उसके ऊपर Subway Surfer डाल देगा वो कि ले हाँ देखते रहो.
And अभी
Like
क्या हो गया?
it's
Everybody's become a content creator.
yeah, अरे,
You should
like I
see.
said,
हाँ.
it's getting too big.
Arey, you
It's
should
getting
see
too
the way, like my dad, now he also watches YouTube, no? Whenever he's like cooking and all, when the food is getting prepared. And the content that he gets in his algorithm are people who are just giving voiceovers of clips of his movies which are 20 years old and giving info about which we don't even know. कि हमें भी नहीं पता था कि ये dad करते हैं. So we sit and laugh about it. कि वाह. And people are liking that. Because again, misinformation has become information today, which is so
Correct.
dangerous.
Correct.
Misinformation
Arey,
is information.
bhai, funny, we've just gotten over elections, now results are expected to be out soon.
Correct.
So the funny part is that yesterday on YouTube just randomly showed up, okay? They are showing that, these many seats, in X party is winning, this many seat, Y party. I was like, my father-in-law was watching it. See, this is bullshit. Okay.
Hmm.
This is not real. This is misinformation.
Correct.
Stop कर दो बकवास है ये. Counting कल morning में शुरू होने वाली है. Not
Exactly.
now. So it's like
True.
no. Counting शुरू हो गई होगी इसलिए दिखा रहे. See, the fact is that people who are not well informed take it as reality.
Exactly.
That is where the gap is.
That is what it is. Now the thing is, my Namushin, now the one who was a guest in last week's episode, he did the film. a short
Hmm.
film called Izhar. It was based on social media. It's basically like I can't reveal the story that much, but all I can say is that it's about the lies you portray towards the world. अभी जैसे हम लोग अभी ऐसे बैठे हैं, देखो, I'm wearing a normal hoodie and t-shirt and topi. Nushaz is wearing the same old t-shirt. Bhushan wearing a different t-shirt. We are we. But when you go on social media, there's so much of pressure with the trolling and the judging and the
Exactly.
likes, and the comments. You
Yes.
have to portray this image which you're not, which is so sad. You have lost yourself in that world. वो
Correct.
मैं बोल रहा
Everybody is going to Maldives. Everybody is putting the beach pics, the abs, and the super muscles. So the
It's
idea
so
is no. I'm
true.
not talking about him anymore. Okay.
It's so
हूँ.
So,
true,
but
though.
no. But the
So
fact is
true.
that the
No, no, I
fact
know,
is
I know. You're right. You're right.
the fact is that it starts a fight. Okay. And then somebody will get up and say कि मुझे Maldives जाना है. See, this person had gone to Maldives. The beach is so blue. अरे मतलब इंडिया में भी blue beach है यार, क्या मजाक कर रहे हो? No, Maldives में ज्यादा blue है. I was like, what? See, picture में blue दिख रहा है.
अरे पिक्चर
Imagine
में तो
that.
you can click your own picture now with Apple Intelligence. You can, even with Samsung Intelligence now, you can edit your picture and make yourself look younger. वो कर सकते हो. अभी तो पानी क्या चीज है भाई.
Correct.
what I mean. वो तो है. Crazy, crazy.
Uh,
So
So
yeah,
it's
one last question. Of course, as I said, this is a debate which we can keep having this talk. If you guys want a part 2 of social media, please let us know in the comments. We'll come back with part 2, absolutely.
we should
But
do it. It's
yeah,
a
of
we
topic
course.
we can
should, yeah.
talk on,
Yeah, we can talk, like we
but
can do
after
3
a
4
while.
parts. Yeah, we will come back to it. We have many other topics which we can talk, but we'll definitely come back to social media. So before
But
we go,
there are also off social media. ये तो जब biggies are there are also the other small ones. Like Snapchat. Like the others.
Like I said, na,
You
blue
know,
sky.
hmm,
yeah, Blue Sky and TikTok. So many others. So we can take that in part 2.
true. We can do that. Definitely, we will be coming back for social media part 2. But before we go, of course, one question, an important question to both of you. What, in the current state that social media is in right now, what would you like to change about it and why? Please tell me that. Something that the audience can relate with, according to you. Like, let me say, because I've thought of it. As I said, Nushaza said there's like more policing going on because it's more safety measures. I think that social media, as I said, if you if you show the rawness of people, but if you remove like the death threats and the trolling and everything, I think that is something which should be controlled. Because me being an actor myself, I have faced that a lot on Instagram. I'm not afraid to admit it. I have faced trolling, I've faced insults, I've even faced death threats on social media. I just go and block those people. It's not that, but still, like, that is something which has to be policed upon, like background checking, like what Bhushan said. If you can background check a person before they make an ID, which is, I know it's very difficult. I can sit here and make 15 email IDs right now. But the point is
Correct.
that if we can do that, if there is some technology which can stop a troller coming back on social media, and also having this space as someone who's you, like, how I Twitch, how I stream live on Twitch, like something which is live, something which eases off the pressure of young boys and girls. That is something I would like to see social media take charge of. That is me. What about you guys?
I would not give anybody below 21 access to social media.
That's nice. Okay. Like
Because the
not even
thing is,
seeing it, using it, nothing.
absolutely not. Because I am seeing, a lot of these young children, okay? So, because I have a lot of them in my building and, around. So, I see that, the innocence of childhood, is somewhere diminishing. People are so hooked to these apps and phones, because what is childhood all about? You stay the way you are. You stay your
Exactly.
age. Okay,
Exactly.
now I see school boys dressed up like this. They're having a prom because prom happens, in one part of the world. So there should be a prom here. Let's have a date here. The thing is that it's meant for a certain age.
Age.
Okay,
Yeah.
but social media conditions you in a way that okay, it's out there. You should do it. So I would absolutely not give it to anybody below 20.
That's good. That's good. What about you, Nushaza?
So I agree with your thing on Leaky. So it should not. It needs to be more free. ठीक है. If I could remove one thing, it's definitely the fear of getting cancelled. Like, that should not be a thing. ठीक है. If I give an opinion, it is my opinion. I have a right to it. You are taking away
Absolutely.
basic
Yeah.
freedom
Of
that we
speech.
have as
Yeah.
humans. ठीक है. Basic
Correct.
freedom you're taking away,
True.
which needs to go. Like, it's a very thing. If I have an opinion, I want to say it to people. People will agree and disagree. That is what makes us human.
Of
You
course,
are
of course.
removing a very integral part of being a person.
You're
Okay, and
entitled to your own opinion.
you create these safe spaces and all. Like, I'll tell you this one thing, okay? I read that a family, it was a murder suicide. The dad did a murder suicide of his entire family only because Trump got elected.
What are you saying, really?
Yeah, it's a true
I
thing.
didn't read this.
Google it.
That is shocking. Absolutely
Two kids
shocking.
and his wife he shot, and then he shot himself.
That is so sad. Yeah. So sad.
And
Oh my
why?
God.
Because he must have been in an echo chamber, being told that Trump is the worst thing in the world, and then now that he's come, his world has ended.
Correct.
So he wanted to maybe, not have that for his family and himself.
Misinformation. Misinformation. True.
Tons of it. Tons of it. There
Why
has to be two sides to a coin here. Correct.
exactly?
There has to be.
Why to na,
Tabhi to
like
you get
now,
the balance.
when we talk about debates and all, there should be an episode which is just debating. That the topic only should be debate, and we'll leave it to the audience what debate they want us to do.
That
That
is
way.
how it
Like,
has
see, now
to
when it
be.
comes to Democrats and Republicans, that's a debate which will never end. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wearing
Yeah.
red, but that's for the Red Sox. But again, that is a conversation which we can have later. Yeah, but I agree with what Nushazar is saying. That is what social media is, and that is something that should change. Like life, yeah, it's your life. Come on, nothing is more important than your own life. No likes or comments or followers can make you happy more than your own life. The biggest gift in life is life itself. You know what I mean?
True.
So yeah, that's that. So yeah, great. So this has been such an engaging conversation, and we're touching the 1 hour mark, which I had no intention of doing, but then chalo ho gaya because bato mein ho jata.
I think this
So-
was a slightly heavier episode.
Yes, no, because
Yes.
see, we have to balance
The
it. Na,
topic
yes,
is only like that.
last week we had such beautiful guests. We were laughing and everything, and now we get serious. So then maybe next week we'll go with something lighter. Well, again, viewers, guys, please let us know in the comments which topic you would like us to talk about. Because we
Give
had definitely,
suggestions.
yeah, of course, we have ideas, but we would love to hear from you as well. So please let us know in the comments. So yeah, this is us coming to the end of part 1 of social media, the topic. We'll definitely be coming back. But thank you so much once again for the immense love you're giving to our long form content, as I mentioned. So it takes a lot of patience to watch an episode, which is a video podcast, and get entertained. So thank you for reminding us that we are entertaining you. So thank you so much for that. So until next time, this is me, Mimo, signing out, and Nushazar and Bhushan will do the same. Thank you.
So guys, see y'all. We had a very nice, good conversation today. A proper conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bhushan?
But we also have to get into a debate mode. I think that is a point for us to
It's
take.
interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we'll,
Yeah.
and you know what we should do? Because now we are 3, right? So we
Yeah.
should bring in a guest. Then it's going to be like, we should find like 2 sides. Like
Yeah.
it should be 2 on 2, 2 versus 2. वैसा होगा
Hmm.
वरना फिर तुम दोनों मुझ पे गैंग अप करोगे.
I mean, that will happen anyway. You
That
can
will
bring a
naturally
guest
happen.
on your side.
It will be 1 on 3.
We will turn them out.
I know वो मुझे पता है वही होने वाला है कि मैं
We'll
लेके
flip
आऊंगा.
them.
Yeah, तो see, this is another fan of Scream. See what he's saying, and then by the end of the podcast, he'll become a scary movie fan. So yeah, we know that.
So that is also a topic that we should look at. Scream versus scary movie. How about that?
Yeah, that's also a good topic.
Movies
That also-
versus spoofs.
Yeah, that's also a good one. Movies versus spoofs. Yeah. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, now we also have, America versus Russia and like Bhushan's t-shirt.
अरे
Yes.
माफ
So-
करो भाई.
नहीं, that's
वो
a
वाला-
never ending
हाँ,
conversation.
वो
हाँ.
वाला तो जाने दो.
वो फिर हम लोग को फिर ट्रम्प उधर ही बुला देगा कि तुम लोग आके इधर बात करो मेरे साथ. फिर you never know. We might become that big one day. You never know. We
This
3
ha-
can change the world, buddy.
This happened in Moscow, 25th December.
Moscow.
Yes, Moscow.
Moscow
will
Olympic
crush you.
Stadium.
ऐसा है ना भूषण?
I will break you.
I will.
I
break
must,
you.
I must break you.
I must
break
break you. See, he knows it properly.
I mean, of course, he's gonna know it.
But the way he delivers that line, I must break you. Oh,
No,
it's so
like they
good.
didn't
Go
tell
for it.
Langren to act in that. He said, just be you. Just be
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Bas, act mat karna. Just be you. Just give the dialogue the way you are. That way. So, yeah, we'll definitely be talking about more conversations. So, yes, thank you so much. So, until next time, see you on the next one very, very soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.